Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to the main stage at the Goel Center for Theater and Dance. My name is Jerome Walker. I teach in the music department. I'm the music director of the show, as well as the composer.
For those of you in the audience, the composer means he wrote all of the music and lyrics of this entire musical.
Yes, and I was lucky enough to be able to write it with my writing partner, collaborator, Noah Carnes, who is able to join us today. So glad that he's here.
Yes. And my name is Lauren Joseph. I'm the director of the show, and I'm the chair of the theater and dance department. And we are so happy to have all of you here. So thank you for coming, and thanks for tuning in. For those of you at home, we've got a whole live stream set up here. So a couple of things to mention. The first thing I want to do is acknowledge this is the final show of this production. A lot of our seniors, it's their final musical that they're doing here at PEA, whether they be on stage or off stage. With this production, we actually have double the number of students on our tech crew that we do in the cast, which is pretty incredible. So there are like 15 people working backstage making all of the things happen, and I'm really proud of our tech crew, and I'm really proud of our two casts for making this work. We started rehearsals on Zoom. As you know, all of you started this term on Zoom, but it's been a challenge, and everyone was up to it. So I think here in this department, and Mr. Walker and I are just really proud of everybody for stepping up to the challenge. So I want to acknowledge that.
Absolutely. Welcome to those of you who are here with us in person. You get to be part of a live theater thing. Who gets to say that nowadays? So welcome. We're happy that you're here. We're happy to have you. In the unlikely event of an emergency, there are emergency exits on the sides and up in the back. Please turn off your cell phones. For the next 90 minutes, you don't have to do anything. You're off the hook. We've got you covered. So please turn off your cell phones and tune in and be present. For our folks who are at home, you cannot see this, but our audience is quite distant from one another, and we are all wearing masks. During the show, you will see that the actors sometimes are closer than 6 feet apart. Just wanted to let you know that that is all within our quarantine COVID-safe protocol that we have here at Exeter. Everything, we are doing our best to be as safe as possible, and don't want that to spook anyone. So just wanted to put that out there before we go.
And one last reminder, for those of you in the house, I know we've got at least one audience member who's not afraid to get loud. Thank you, Mr. Thomas. But for the rest of you, if you see something you like, clap. If you see something that's funny, feel free to laugh. If you cry, that's okay. I'm probably crying too, so we will be in this together. We haven't been audiences in a long time, so feel free to do all of those things. And the last thing I want to mention for those of you at home is that Stellan Alto will be playing the role of Max for this production. And I also just want to say, while I have the mic, shut me up in a minute, but Mr. Walker I have had such a blast working with him on this show, and we did a cabaret-style show last weekend together. We have seen each other nonstop for this whole term, and it's been awesome. So to those of you who don't know Mr. Walker, go get to know him. He's in the music building. He rocks my socks, and this has been awesome. So thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, that's all. Now I'm done. Enjoy the show.
somehow still standing here waiting till I know we'll be okay. I didn't think I'd survive 365 chances that I might relive that day. I forgot the spoons.
A whole year has come and gone. I've got to start moving on, but how can I be sure of where to go? I wish I could turn back time, go back and feel like I'm in a world with answers that I know.
Ellie says she's almost here.
Is she driving?
I think so.
Why is she texting you and driving?
I'm sure she's being safe.
Give me the phone.
Try to stay calm.
Okay, who's Chris?
For the record, Chris has been texting while I drive. Completely forgot to make sure if it's okay if Chris comes. It's okay, right? I'm so excited to meet you. Dash Chris.
Again.
The road to the future appear. When will the pathway ahead become clear?
With more complications comes more things to fear. And it's only been one whole year.
I told you she was texting and driving.
Back in this house again. I can't remember when this was somewhere I could call my own.
There's so much you've all been through.
I'm so glad that I've got you and I don't have to do this all alone. Just let me know if you're feeling uncomfortable and I can drive you home
I'm
whenever.
not gonna leave.
I really appreciate that. I just don't want to throw you into my parents'
You've
well,
warned me enough, really. Can I meet them now?
Here's the thing though, I haven't been here months, so there might be some damage control.
Do my
but
ears hear an Ellie?
I think they do.
So happy I get to see you, sweetie. And this is?
Hi, I'm Chris.
Welcome, welcome.
I've heard so much about you both.
Wish we could say the same.
Ellie, can I talk to you in the kitchen?
Dad, we just got here. Can you give us a second?
Michael, meet Chris.
Hi.
Elle, I'm serious. You're late and you brought a stranger.
Whoa.
Oh, take a breath.
Dad, I don't know why you're acting like this.
I don't mean to intrude on your dinner, but Ellie did ask me to come, so I'm here for her. I hope that's okay.
Thank you. That's true.
If you'd like to speak to Ellie privately, I'm happy to step
We'd
outside.
really appreciate that.
No.
If Chris is all right with it, I think.
Elle,
It's up to you.
Fine. 5 minutes. Set a timer or something.
Okay. Love you.
Ellie,
Are you kidding me?
I need to talk to you about boundaries.
I don't think you know what that word means.
Michael, take a breath. We're not about to let the day get away from us.
Who is that?
You didn't even say hello to Chris.
Why did you decide to bring a stranger
Why
to...
are you using that word? Chris isn't a stranger. We're dating.
Okay, how was I supposed to know that
I
her
think-
name is Chris?
I think it's fairly obvious. They're not
Okay,
just
well, how long have you been...
long enough. I don't know why you're being this way.
I think what your dad is trying to say is that this is our time to heal, to be with one another, and strikes us as a little odd to surprise us with this.
I get that. And I'm sorry, but I also need
You really should have given us more than a 5-minute warning. Dinner is practically on the table.
Can you listen to me? I'm apologizing. I just didn't want to be alone today.
You're not alone.
I didn't mean that. I didn't want it to be just me.
Aaron could be coming.
Mom, Aaron's done with us. How many times have you emailed him or called him? How many times have I? He hasn't responded at all since the funeral. It's not worth it.
I think he could change his mind.
I think he could change his mind.
If you want to think that. Just because him and Max were like good friends or whatever, he was driving.
And he's apologized many times.
So why do you want to talk to him?
Why don't you?
Look, I get that you're frustrated with me for springing this on you, and I guess I anticipated some kind of pushback, but if you're telling me you'd rather have Aaron here, someone who we barely know, and you don't even want to get to know Chris, who means a lot to me because we're in a relationship right now, in the present, that's like really upsetting to me.
It's different. Aaron
we do know Aaron.
And we definitely don't know her.
I know them. I don't know what else to tell
But you have no idea what you're putting them through. You're moving on way too fast.
You're always stuck in the past, and I can't move on when you won't let me try.
First anniversary, and we're still a family. We're still learning how to say goodbye. We're out on the ocean, we've got nothing to steer. Holding on to each moment, they could all disappear. The only way through this is with each of us here.
And it's only been, it's only been, it's only been 1 whole year. One whole year.
You have a great stoop. Very sittable. Very sturdy. What's for dinner?
You'll see in a minute. We'll bring everything out.
Welcome to our home.
I'm really sorry about all of that.
It's fine. It's a stressful time. He's clearly under a lot of pressure.
He gets really uptight really fast.
Makes sense.
I'm sorry he said you were a stranger.
I mean, they don't know me yet.
Exactly.
It's this really difficult time, and I understand that I'm sort of this wild card.
Yeah, he says I'm putting you through too much.
You're not putting me through anything.
I guess they're also suddenly a little bit anxious because you're not a guy.
Oh.
They're definitely fine with it. I just think they're surprised.
Look, you asked me to be here. I want to be here. I'd let you know if there was something wrong.
Good. I want you to be here. And they'll come around. They just want to keep it the way it was because it's his birthday and everything. They want it to be the same, even though it's not.
Is this him?
That's actually my dad.
Oh,
They looked similar. You'd have liked him.
I bet I would.
We realized we didn't have a place setting for you or chair.
Ta-da!
It's always good to have a new face around. Also, Ellie, there's some mail on your bed.
And please excuse our appearance. We're in the midst of moving. so-
Perpetually.
Perpetually?
My mom doesn't actually
Well,
want...
Honey, that's not entirely true.
It's been 3 years.
Well, we decided last week we were going to announce it at dinner, but we wouldn't want to bore Chris.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's what you said last year.
And understandably, things got sidetracked. Oh, that reminds me.
So is your name just Chris or Christina
Dad.
or?
It's short for chrysanthemum. Yeah, I like it. It's just really long to say. Chrysanthemum. Writing it all out is a nightmare. So I cut it down a bit. I actually went by anthem for a while. I like those 2 middle syllables. But then it started to mean something politically, and I was calling myself that. I read the lyrics to the second verse of the Star-Spangled Banner. And anyway, I stopped. And then I just took the first chunk, and it proves to be quite straightforward.
Chrysanthemum?
Rolls right off the tongue.
My parents are hippies. And while I'm talking about myself, I went to school for architecture and minored in statistics. I've been vaccinated for all the traditional ailments, so there's nothing to worry about there. I've never gotten a parking ticket, though I have gotten 1 speeding ticket. My credit score is pretty good. I've never been convicted of a felony, though I have been written up once or twice at a protest. And I make a mean paella, just saying.
Well, there's your crash course on Chris. What is this?
Lasagna.
Would someone look up the definition of lasagna real quick?
Fine. It's my take on the essence of lasagna. It's similar to lasagna. It's lasagna stew. But the fun part is it uses zucchini instead of noodles. You spiralize zucchini and you mix it up together, and it's amazing.
Great. So we have spoons because it's soup.
It's not soup. It's like lasagna. There's some mushrooms. Here's some good tomato sauce.
I think it looks delicious.
Maybe get your eyes checked.
The timers for the cake. We always have a very special chocolate lava cake with ice cream for birthdays. It's very temperamental.
That's really nice for you to remember him that way.
Max would have been 19. So, Chris and I went to Alcatraz this weekend.
Ellie, don't forget the mail that's on your bed. It looked important.
I heard you before.
Dad is just reminding you.
Can we just talk about something? It's dinner. I would like to talk about something.
Let's talk about how your job search is going.
No.
What would you like to talk about?
Ellie and I went to Alcatraz this past weekend.
We can talk about Alcatraz, but haven't we already been to Alcatraz?
Yeah, when I was like 6. I'll go check the mail.
You don't have to check it now.
What is so special about this mail?
Nothing. It's just mail.
It's just piling up, so it'd be great if you could just check it out.
Great, so I will check it at some point tonight. I don't know why you're acting so weird about the mail.
Elle, it's just mail. It's very normal. There's no
Stop
need to...
trying to act like everything's fine. It's just, it seems like you're covering something up. Chris knows Max is dead. He's dead. There's no reason to dance around it. It happened. And it's like you're... Two men are digging their way out of Alcatraz, each fueled by faith that they hope the other has. They work together on their great escape, their future freedom slowly taking shape. A future far from the place that took everything away, to get back all they lost and more, driven by the promise of their destination day. But they drown before they get to shore. They spend their days making every plan airtight, digging for weeks in hopes they'd reach the line. They should have known that they would not survive, that there's no way to get off that island alive. There's been a feeling that I cannot share.
One whole year.
A year that felt just like that prison
We
break.
made it through one whole
Hoping
year.
that solace would be coming soon. Feels a lot like digging tunnels with the right the bell. Can't get rid of every reminder that hurts like hell. And we can't undo the day, no matter how many times you try. And I still can't find a way to say goodbye. I want to be far from this feeling that won't go away, but I can't shake the grip that
You made it through one whole
never reach
year.
their destination day. Like those men escaping from Alcatraz. Now I will go check the immensely important mail that is sitting on my bed.
Dinner is actually delicious.
She.
Can be frustrating, but I'm sure she's saying the exact same thing to Chris about us as we speak.
But I don't know how to make things better. Okay, nothing is the same, and nothing has changed. We're still sitting at this table, and I'm in the dark, and I don't like not knowing what to do.
So this is why you wanted me to check the mail. I got rejected again through snail mail, which is somehow more
To
embarrassing.
be fair, they didn't flat out reject you. They just told you to try again. in a
Oh,
couple of
sweetie, I'm
years.
sorry.
So this is what I get for following my own path, right?
Absolutely. Sometimes things don't work out, but at least you're on your own path. I actually find it very powerful to see you working towards something that you're passionate about.
So I'm working towards something, but it's not actually working. I've been applying to these organizations that actually do go to work or whatever, and I'm not going to file coffee receipts. I'm not.
Okay, well, how are your recommendations? How did the interviews go?
It's been a year of this.
So it takes longer than a year. We're young. We have that kind of time.
You don't know that. You don't. I am in awe of your optimism and your ability to stay calm, but sometimes your it will be what it will be mentality drives me up a wall because it's not that simple. It's not. You have no idea if I have that kind of time or not. Seriously.
You're right. The way I phrased that didn't take into account your experiences. I'm sorry.
I didn't mean to yell at you.
I understand. Sometimes yelling helps us.
Is this really how you talk to one another?
Wow.
Michael, why did you
No,
say that?
I'm genuinely asking, is this how people talk to each other now? Just talk like actual people. Don't make it insincere.
This is legitimately none of your business.
You are talking at the dinner
Please
table.
leave her alone.
I'm not badgering her to be an asshole, okay? I'm trying to understand her. It's been a year.
Oh, all right. The cake.
I'm
Forget it.
just.
It's fine.
Is that?
Aaron? Aaron,
Yup.
please come in, take off your coat.
How are you?
Thanks for coming all this way. Angela, Aaron's here.
Hi, Aaron.
Hi, I'm Chris.
Nice to meet you. Who are you? Sorry.
Erin, sweetie, hi, how are you? How's school? Have things settled in for you? Are you doing all right?
I'm doing okay. You made the cake. I brought ice cream. That's just like the worst possible thing I could have brought.
We want to know all about how you're doing. We're doing fine. Ellie's back. We're all together, but surprise, surprise, we're still somewhat in the throes of moving, so.
Please sit. We're having what Angela affectionately refers to as lasagna.
Thanks, but I wasn't planning to stay all that long. I wanted to check in since you asked me to come, but I don't want to intrude.
Please, you're our guest.
You are always welcome here.
Thanks. I'm sorry, I should go. I don't want to. I mean, clearly you're having a family event, and I know you asked me to come, but I don't want to intrude.
None of us were ready for any of this.
I'm not ready for this. I'm just saying. Like, I don't even know what to say to you after. I don't know.
Ellie, stop it.
What? I'm just saying. Like, I feel bad for you, but I don't know. I feel guilty too. I mean, I haven't been here months either, but at least I'm here. You were his friend. he was my brother. I mean, you come back here after my parents have been like begging you to come back for months so we could process this whole thing. You walk in after eons of radio silence, and within legitimately 30 seconds, you're taking it back. You're backing out. And like, we get it. You feel guilty. But don't make us feel guilty for you feeling guilty.
So, do you want me to leave, or which do you want? I should go. I'm sorry for barging in and making you uncomfortable. I'm really sorry.
No, that's ridiculous. No, really, that's ridiculous. I don't want you thinking that we are not uncomfortable with you here. We want you to be comfortable with us. Truly. We've told you that before, haven't we?
Aaron, please don't go yet. We want to be able to just talk, not necessarily about last year. We want to know how school is. We want to know how you're doing. We want to know how your family's doing.
School is fine.
That's great to hear.
Can anyone just let him speak? I mean, he's trying to be here with you all and you're just not letting him talk. I mean, you say he feels guilty. I'm sure he does, but he wouldn't be here if he didn't actually want to be here. Guilt doesn't drive people like that. And I'm watching you push him away or smother him out of existence. I mean, really. I don't know you, but I want to listen. Let's listen to him.
Yes, please, talk to us.
Thanks. I guess I just have some, I don't know, questions. I just keep replaying it. I mean, he was talking to me in the car, and then the guy ran a red light, and night after night, I lay awake with my fingers crossed that maybe he might have left a sign for me to find, so I wouldn't have felt so blindsided. But then morning comes, and I am still lost, without a way to figure out what becomes of me and Max, and who unpacks the way that he made me relax like I did. I'm waiting to understand. What did we have that was so intense? All these feelings that I never planned for, I wanted to all make sense. I'm searching for an answer, but I don't know where to go. I'm searching for an answer. What did he know that I don't know? I keep changing, rearranging all the strange things that happened so long ago, but only feel like so long ago. One whole year I've had to wait till I could get this story straight. Just 1 year to figure out what to do with all this doubt. But my questions stay the same, and just the mention of his name, it brings me back to the day, and we're sitting in his car. But now I can't hear the words he's saying, I'll never know what they are. But that's the kind of answer that I wish he left for me. I'm searching for an answer, but there's none that I can see. Just one more word could lead me forward, but nothing I heard tells me where I'm supposed to be, or what he meant to me.
He meant a lot to all of us. I'm glad he meant something to you too.
Thank you for saying that.
Well, let's eat this cake, right? We have the ice cream thanks to Aaron's foresight.
Come sit next to me.
Thanks. I don't know what to say.
That's okay. It's nice to see you.
It's nice to see you too, but in a sad way. But not. Well, I don't really. You remind me of.
Same. You remind me of him.
Yeah.
See, I remember that you and Max would always argue about the Star Wars movies.
Yeah, he was pretty adamant.
You held your ground.
Well, we all tried.
That we did.
Well, he dressed up as Yoda for Halloween once upon a time.
Wow, really? I love that.
He was so sweet.
Should I get some bowls and things for this ice cream?
Oh, no, that's all right. Michael and I.
I'll
will.
help.
Oh, no, that's okay. Stay with.
Let me help you in the kitchen.
You got it. Come, young Padawan.
Regale me with more tales of Tiny Max.
I don't know what to do. I want him here. I don't want him here. He reminds me too much of Max.
What would
He
you
isn't
call
Max.
the opposite of a happy medium?
I appreciate that you're trying to diagnose this, but don't.
I don't know where this is going, but you've gotta embrace not knowing. The first step was showing up. Now you've gotta keep from blowing up. It's hard being back here, but maybe let's take a step back here. There's no need to attack this kid. He's not even sure what he did. This is hard for him too. Max was special to both of you. It could help to see Aaron's view. It's hard being back here, but you're making it through.
I really am trying, but today has been terrifying, and underlying every fight, I just want to be getting it right, but it's all going wrong. It took so long for him to appear. I don't know what to say to him here. It's hard being back here. It's been a long year. I'm working on it.
It's okay to be a little unsure of how things fit together, how people fit.
I just don't know how to be okay with being confused.
I don't either. I guess it's not about being confused, it's about something else.
Okay,
I don't want to just pepper you with advice.
No, tell me.
I think that you need the space to figure out where you fit and how it feels.
Okay.
And to give other people space, it's reciprocal, like you and your parents and Aaron.
It's just hard piecing everyone back together. I wish I knew what to say, but everything's so complex.
Take a breath, it'll be okay. Just wait and see what comes next.
I don't have to fix it all today. Just wait and see what comes next.
Just wait and see what comes next.
Max definitely had some strongly held opinions.
Always did.
Always. Since he was a baby, Max just wouldn't give up a fight. I remember when we brought him home, he would keep us up all night. He would sleep for half an hour before waking us all up again. And it was like that for Ellie too, new environment, new attachments, but we'd let you cry it out and eventually he'd fall asleep. But that was not Max. For months, he'd just stay awake all night. It was like he couldn't get enough of the world. So I'd hold him and I'd sing to him, and eventually he'd sleep. But there was this one night, I remember Eliu came into his room and he was screaming. He was screaming his lungs out, and I was sitting in that big chair you loved, and you like looked at me with this look in your eyes, and you held my face in your hands, and you said, "Mommy, tell Max that it is time for bed." And I laughed. I laughed because you don't know what it's like for your own child to hold you like that, to make the decision to hold you and touch you and be close to you on purpose. I want to feel that again. I want to get close to that feeling. I want to remember how it felt to have you both doing finger paintings in the kitchen and crying whenever I left the room. I want to go back. Dad is moving to the city and I'm staying here.
What? Wait, what?
I'm building up a new resume. There's a recording company in San Francisco.
Why are you telling me this now? Why aren't you both moving? Can't you just commute?
I need to be here.
It's better for us if we take some space and follow different paths for a little while.
How long have you...
About a year. Things got sidetracked.
We still love each other.
Please don't protect my feelings
We're
here.
okay.
So, we're just falling apart. I'm so sorry you have to be here to watch this happen. Aaron, this must be...
I'm happy to just. I love you. That's all I'll say.
Does anyone have a spoon? Self-care.
Ellie, I really appreciate you letting me be here with all of you. Really, it means a lot to me to be, I don't know, be with people who actually knew him better than I did. And I don't find that a lot at school, so it's great actually. I'm sorry I was gone for so long.
Do you want
Do you
some?
want cake with that?
Ellie, this year, I loved your... You don't give up. I guess you've really forged on. And you've opened us all up to new everything. And you can see the light at the end of the tunnel that we've dug with spoons. And I want to thank you for pushing me forward.
Dad, what are you doing?
Ellie, this year you have been brave. You've been working towards, no, you're already following a path that you really want to follow. And even if it's not working out the way you want it to right now, I know that it's the right one for you. You're following your own rules and moving on, and you're trusting yourself. And that's important. I love that.
Angela, this year I loved your resilience. You and I have broken down every single day this year, but you build us up again. You do. Do you remember when Max's school called and we had to tell them that, and I couldn't get out of bed, and you made pancakes? I want to thank you for that.
I love you, Michael.
Mom, this year I loved your openness. You've cried on the phone with me more times than I can count. You've talked me off so many cliffs. And you do it so well, with so much love. You don't care how angry I get. And that's something I really needed. And even though everything's up in the air right now, I just thank you for that.
Michael, this year you've really kept me in balance. You've maintained a level of calm that I've never actually seen in you. And I know today was difficult, but you're looking at some of those fears right in the eye, and it's keeping me from falling apart because you know how to keep everything in place. Max is gone, but you've kept him with us in more ways than one.
Dad, I love how much you care about me. I know that sounds messed up and like all I care about is me, but you just want what's best for me. And, you know, I know you came to see me when I'm lost, but you trust me, you do, even when I don't trust myself to make the right decisions, and I love you for that trust. Chris, I love how you push me to become fuller and more beautiful and everything I can be and will be because you're there. And I know it's hard to push me because I'm stubborn, but we don't know what's coming. We can't know. And that's okay. That's okay. I love you.
I love you too.
Please stop breathing down my neck.
I'm trying
You're
to...
backseat driving.
You have a month to decide on this. I don't want you to rush into it. Back when I was your age, I thought I had it all figured out. I picked a career, thought I was in the clear, but now my business is hitting a drought. I thought that I knew better than all the options I'd seen. I had a job set in stone, I did it all on my own, but now nobody wants their cassette tapes cleaned. Slow down, Max, don't choose too fast. Your dad already made that mistake, and now I'm stuck in the past. Just slow down, Max, and God forbid, whatever you do, hear what I'm saying to you, and don't do what I did. Now I know you're thinking, that was so long ago. But I'm older and wiser, let me be your advisor, or you'll never know what I know. I'm trying to be helpful.
You're not
Just
listening.
do what I say.
You're not
Keep
listening.
complaining, but I see that you're straining, and it's only getting in the way. I'm just asking you to slow down, Max.
You're rushing me. You're yelling at me every second to consider my options.
I want you to consider your options.
You can't hear yourself. I want to study computer science. You want me to, I don't know, regurgitate philosophy
I
or
want
something?
you-
What do you want from me?
I want you to consider other options.
Seriously, you're ignoring your own hypocrisy.
It's not hypocrisy.
You telling me that you don't want me to rush into something. That's not hypocrisy.
This is a big decision.
Everything is a big decision.
Max,
Picking out a goddamn tie.
you are deliberately misinterpreting me.
Choosing an egg carton is a big decision
Okay,
with you.
that's unfair.
You shift every single egg
I'm
bag.
making sure they're not cracked. That is not a big decision.
Right, and neither is moving to an entirely different city the minute your kid gets into college.
Max,
Please go somewhere else.
I'm just asking you to talk it all through.
It is my birthday, Dad. Give me a break. Let me put this in your terms. Maybe this way you'll see. I've put my nose to the grind, and there's no doubt in my mind that I'm doing what's best for me. I've heard all of your stories because you've told them once or twice. I've given it thought, but now you need to be taught how to take your own advice. Back off, Dad, let me breathe. You say you're trying to do what's best for me, but there is so much hiding underneath. This fight we've had has gone on too long. So trust when I say that I can't wait for the day when I can finally prove you wrong.
You had to do that now?
He won't talk to me.
You're trying too hard.
I'm just trying
You're trying too hard.
I don't see it like that. He's limiting himself.
You can't force him to do anything.
I'm trying to just give him advice. I'm trying to guide him.
Look,
I want things to
I'm
work
not
out for him.
going to tell you what to do, but I think that if I were you, I'd take a step back.
He has his whole life in front of him. I feel like he's going to regret
Then
it
you
later.
need to listen to him.
But
You're pushing him, and it's not working.
I don't know how else to get
Michael,
through to him.
please stop.
I'm just trying to help. I'm just.
I don't want to fight. Look, I'm not sure what to do either, but I can tell that whatever strategies we're using with him are not working. Oh. And Ellie's bringing Tim.
Great.
You knew Tim would be coming, right? She always does this.
So do we.
I wish we didn't have to fight. I wish that doing what was easy meant doing what was right. But some things can work forever, and now we have to sever ties between where we started and who we are. Now it's time to realize just how far we've come.
I wish we knew this at the start. that we'd spend less time growing old and more time growing apart. But everything is always moving, and the only way improving starts is when we ask for what we need, follow all the broken parts, and they will lead us through. Things have changed, and we change too. I feel too far away to say I'm standing next to you. It doesn't look like the dream we once shared is ever coming true.
So we grow,
We adapt,
lines get
plans
crossed,
get scrapped, but we have to have the aptitude to know we're not alone. We're still on the same team, but it's time to start moving on our own. We used to fall right into place, but now it's hard to find the words to fill up all this empty space. And where do we find the answer?
not by trying to dance our way around the things we really feel. Put our hearts on full display. That's how we can heal.
Remember when we first started out, both on a mission, and we're making it work, keeping ourselves from going berserk, just trying to connect the dots. And just when I thought I would never untangle all these knots, you promised we'd be okay. You always found a way.
I remember when we first started out, building a life with the world at our feet, taking on every challenge I meet, 'cause I knew that I would have you in my corner. I think of that girl and wish someone would warn her that you can tire yourself out. But I took that feeling and I locked it away, 'cause with you everything was okay.
Can't we go back?
I wish we didn't have to fight.
Go back and make it all work again. Move back into that apartment, and then we'll never again have to remember
I don't wanna
when
go back.
we used to fall right into place.
I don't want to work so hard anymore, not when each argument feels like a war.
I try so hard to fix it, to get back to before.
But there's no going back, we can only move forward. Things have changed, and
we changed too. We've come so far from when I first fell in love with you. But now I know it's time for something new. Readjust, redesign.
follow your path, I'll follow mine, even though they don't align. We know we're not alone,
We're still in this together,
but it's time to start
moving on our own.
Hello? Hey, I'm here. Mom?
This is the right house?
You've been here before, Tim. Max! Where is everyone?
You sure your parents didn't just move to the city and abandon you?
This is what I was talking about.
Didn't we agree to pause this?
But I specifically asked you to stop bringing up useless scenarios as
we
if you
just agreed to pause it.
Fine. We'll just ignore it. Good plan.
I'm just speculating. You're overreacting like I was saying your parents were dead or
You
something.
act like you know everything.
Your parents have been talking about moving since the first day I met them.
I'm just asking if you could speculate differently.
This is how I talk. I think out loud.
Don't police my speech.
Do not go there. It's your tone. It's how you talk to me.
I thought we were going to pause this.
Could you just say you'll try? Or something?
Am I intruding on a marital dispute?
Oh, hey, happy birthday.
Thank you.
You are way too old. Can you shrink or something?
I'm 17. It's pretty young.
Yeah, but I feel like you're still 10, so.
Time makes you bolder. Children get older.
I'm getting older too. Where's mom and dad?
Don't care. Why?
Just wanted to say hi. Also, they said I have jury duty or something.
The mail on your bed.
Yeah.
Who's this?
What?
In the picture.
Which one?
Oh, yeah, this one.
My dad when he was younger. Anyways, happy birthday to me. Dad's literally been driving me nuts. He's trying to force me to.
You kind of look similar. I do see the resemblance. You do look like him a little bit.
Well, I'm adopted, so.
Oh?
Yeah. We're both our
I knew you were. Wait, so is today your real birthday?
What?
What I mean is, do you know the day you were actually born on?
Yes.
So is this your adoption day or something?
No, it's my birthday.
I'm confused.
It's just my birthday.
I mean, we do something for the days we were adopted, but it's a much more low-key thing.
Today is my birthday. Why did you bring him to my birthday?
Got it. So on your birth certificate.
Mom, where are you?
Hi, everybody. How are things? Max, can you put down this trivet? Ellie, there's some mail on your bed. Tim, it's been a while. Max, can you go grab a chair for Tim? We just didn't realize you'd be coming.
It's just so good to see you, Angela. I hope taking a step back from work has had the effect you wanted.
Thank you. I've been able to do a lot more consulting work with the firm just when they need me on the more complex cases, as opposed to working more specifically with all the clients. It's been a welcome adjustment.
Wow, that's some top-tier stuff.
I wouldn't say that.
I just think it's so great that you're so successful.
Thank you.
I'm starving. What's for dinner?
Lasagna, Max's favorite, our little birthday tradition.
And cake and ice cream.
Ooh, what kind?
It's this very special chocolate lava cake that my mom.
I mean, what kind of lasagna?
Oh,
Regular?
Tim, what other kind
Well,
of...
there's spinach, ground beef, eggplant, pork. My dentist, he told me about this matzo lasagna you had for that holiday where you can't eat bread. He's Jewish, so.
Tim McDonough, everybody.
It's just your regular ricotta, mozzarella, tomato sauce, noodles, lasagna. I hope that's all right.
It looks delicious.
Thank you. Ellie, you should really go check the mail on your bed.
Isn't it just jury duty?
Well, yes, but there's some other mail in the mix. I just really like it if you check it out before dinner.
Okay, but we just sat down. Can I?
Go check your mail.
Okay, see you in 30 seconds.
Right behind you.
oh boy, we are in for a night.
Don't say that. I'm sure things will even out between them.
That's what you say every time, and it never really turns out like that, does it?
He's a nice guy. They're good for each other, right?
They were yelling about something when they came in.
Tim, can you go get your dad for dinner?
Please, no.
Max,
I don't want to interact.
I need to be focusing on your cake.
Dad has literally been driving me nuts.
I know, I hear you. He's definitely trying a little too hard.
No way!
Yes!
I got it! Holy shit, I got it! They want me on this case!
Ellie, that's amazing.
Through snail mail.
Yes, it's this huge internship, and honestly, it's fucking
You're my little
insane.
Michelle Obama!
Anyway, I'm so proud of you, sweetie.
Thanks. Oh my gosh, this is so huge.
Did I hear you got it?
Yeah, it's honestly ridiculous. I didn't expect them to want me.
Oh, of course they did.
I don't know, it's just shocking.
This is so great. This is exactly what we planned on.
Well, when do you start?
It says to come in next week, but I don't know if that's starting or just getting to meet
We're
people.
gonna have to get you a pantsuit.
I'm just so surprised. I totally thought it was going to go to this other guy.
Well, you know, you might have turned it down.
Well, I'm just so glad that this is working out for you, sweetie.
I just don't even know what to say.
You're trailblazing. It's really great.
I mean, I'm not really blazing a trail. I'm more like following in yours, but...
But it's you who's doing it. Not everyone can
I
just-
mean, it's finance. A lot of people...
I'm just so proud of you, sweetie.
Thanks.
If I could be provocative for like 1 minute, I just would love it if I could also have some of this positive attention.
Max, come
What?
on.
Okay, I'm really proud of you. You totally did it. It's just when I do something, like get into a school I want to go to, Dad won't even let me be excited about it, and I just think that's interesting.
Max, not right now.
What? I'm being honest. We're all so happy for Ellie, and I am too. It just seems like there's a double standard.
Ellie, it's a different situation. She's on a completely different track.
It's really not. She's about to start a new job. I'm about to start a new school.
Please don't talk about me like I'm not in the room.
And can we avoid this during dinner, please?
You didn't seem to want to avoid it earlier.
Max?
This lasagna is delicious.
I'm just saying that we're all so happy about Ellie doing this thing that's really exciting, but you're just trying to completely, control my trajectory.
I'm not trying to control you. I'm
Let's
just trying to
just-
give you advice.
All take a second and acknowledge that the two of you are both doing amazing things and really making strides into very separate but worthwhile fields.
Stop glossing over this. Ellie, you can hear what I'm saying, right?
Max, don't involve me.
Nope, too late. You're involved. I'm just pointing out Dad's hypocrisy yet again, and I need you to back me up.
I don't even know if I'm gonna take it.
What?
All right, the cake.
You can't just not take it. This is like,
I don't know.
you can't just not take it. This is what we planned on.
Again, it's not hypocrisy.
You can't just not take it.
You can't just tell me what to do.
I need to use the restroom.
Max,
Stop.
I'm not saying anything.
should someone go check on him?
He's not a child.
Are you okay?
Mom,
No, really, something's up. You're not acting like yourself.
I'm fine.
Look. Take a deep breath. It's a big moment and it feels like sudden death. Like you don't know what to do. Like your back's against the wall. Like you're looking at what's in front of you and you don't like it at all. But when the going gets tough, that's the stuff that pays off in the end. So what do? You break or you bend, or let it bring out the best in you. After all of the bad days you had to go through, they'll trip you up but can't keep you down. Whoa, remember you have invested too much to give it up now without keeping it through. Just make a choice and start to go. Take it step by step, steady and slow. All that it takes is you to know you got the best in you. I know it's hard to think when you're right on the brink, but you still gotta try. And it's scary to choose when you might be wrong, but you've nothing to lose except to let life pass you by. I've been there before, now it's your turn to figure it out. So what do? Give in to the doubt, or let it bring out the best in you. Even you'll be surprised by all the things you can do. Just make a choice and start to go.
Just make a choice and start to go.
Take it step by step, steady and slow.
Take it step by step, steady and slow.
And on the hardest days you'll know. That's what brings out the best in you, the part that knows who you are and believes in it too. And let the rest just melt away. Whoa, we're already impressed by you, and I want you to hear that and to know that it's true. Leave the doubt in the past, it's gone, it's done.
Stare down the barrel of the gun.
And know there won't be anyone to stop the best in you. In you.
Hey, Dad, take some parenting tips from Mom.
Max,
The cake looks great, Angela.
Thank you.
I'll think about it.
I do not want to talk about this right now.
oh, we need I'll go get the ice cream from the freezer.
Do you know what we should do this year?
What?
Ellie, why would you bring that up?
What? You loved it when you were younger.
Yeah, because we were children.
Oh, don't be in such a hurry to grow up.
It's so sweet.
It's so fake.
Not if you actually try to be genuine.
No, it's my birthday and I'm vetoing it.
Yeah, but you're in a terrible mood.
Back at ya.
What are we talking about?
It's this ritual.
I can't believe you even call it a ritual. It's not creepy. We're not sacrificing anything.
It could put you in a better mood.
It's this forced thing.
I'd love to be in a better mood.
Here's how it works.
Well, the way we used to do it,
Do not sing the song. Do not sing
we
the song.
used to sing this song.
That's the thing I loved about you this year.
And then we'd go around in a circle and we'd say one thing we love about each person in the circle.
Usually from the last year, trying to be specific so we know what to continue doing.
You know, giving your loved ones corporate feedback like every normal family does.
Yeah, but if you actually try, you can really get your point across.
It's 4 against 1, Max.
Oh, live a little. Don't you want to know what we love about you?
Okay, fine, I'll do it, but it's just gonna backfire.
It's not going to backfire.
And if it backfires, then you're right. And you love being right.
If it backfires, I get to major in CS.
But you can't make it backfire. If the ritual goes without a hitch, then you agree to keep talking with me about where you want to go to school.
I mean, we have to define what counts as backfire.
All right, hold on. We're not making bets about your future. Not happening. I veto it.
Come on, Max, do it for me.
Yeah, do it for your sister.
Okay, fine, you convinced me, Tim. I'll do it. But I'm not going first.
I'll go first. Max, this year I loved your creativity, your ability to look at a blank canvas and see the coding underneath. Then you give an example. You made all those websites and that program for Alexis.
Alexa.
Remember, we're not supposed to interrupt each other. You made that program for Alexa with that one Yoda quote a day. There weren't that many. He doesn't say much, right? Well, in any case, you're really coming to your own and you're finding what you really want to do, and I admire that. Happy birthday, sweetie. That's the thing I loved about you this year.
Then you say thank you. Thanks, Mom.
Then it goes around in a circle.
Wait, I want to try something different this year. Can I say my thing to Mom now?
Max, that just messes with the whole...
I know, but it gets so boring if it's regular. Mom, this year I've loved your optimism.
You're just commandeering this.
Thank you, sweetie.
Don't interrupt. Anyways, it's been a bit tough these past few months to see what the future holds for me. But I guess hearing you tell Ellie to follow her dreams really makes me want to follow mine. If Dad will allow that, of course. So, thanks for that. That's the thing I
That's not what I'm saying. You're putting words in my mouth. It's not about allowing you to do anything. It's just,
It's not your turn, is it, Dad?
Ellie, can I say my piece to Max now?
Since when am I the de facto facilitator of
Let's
this?
keep this calm.
You started this whole thing.
Oh, God.
Told you it'd backfire.
Max, this year I loved your ambition.
Oh, come
Oh,
on.
don't interrupt. You are really, really good at making short-term decisions. You know exactly what you want, and you won't let anyone get in the way. I admire that. Your drive to accomplish is inspiring. But I'm asking you to consider that there are other fields that deserve your attention.
What a backhanded compliment.
I love you, Max.
No shit, I love you too.
Okay, my turn, Max. This year I loved your willpower, your very clear intentions, and your inability to back down.
At least stop it.
Don't interrupt. My example is right now. You're a little bit feisty, but that's okay. But if you could just chill out for a bit so we could actually do this.
Ellie, this year I loved how you'd like to stir the pot for fun and make me feel like shit for actually
All
standing
right,
up for myself.
I'm taking the reins. All right, okay. Everyone, take a breath. Okay. Ellie, this year I loved your ability to see the good in everyone.
Oh, God!
Don't interrupt.
Don't
You're
interrupt.
always able to dig deep into yourself and find the light in everyone.
Can I just say...
I'm still going. Michael, this year I loved your bravery.
Oh, Angela, do not say that.
Don't interrupt.
Don't interrupt.
Angela, this year I loved your spirit, your bright and kind and open spirit.
Dad, what are you talking about?
Oh, I'll do you next. Ellie, I am in awe of your determination, your drive to accomplish. See, I remember when you weren't even sure if you were going to get into law school, but look at you now. That internship, you're going places.
Please!
That's the thing.
Don't bring that up!
Wait, hold on a second. No one has said anything about me this entire time.
Tim.
Oh, Tim.
Tim. Okay. I love that you have goals and ideas and a vision. You really, you push me to do what's right for me. And I really appreciate that. I think we need to break up.
Ellie, you shouldn't be eating that.
Crap, I totally blanked.
It's right before dinner.
I'm so sorry. Do you want me to go grab another pint?
We can do that later. He just texted me saying that he's in an Uber and arriving with all the swiftness of Hermes. Forgot to tell you, my friend, Aaron is coming. Sorry. He's better than Tim.
You know what? I'm sure he is.
Well, that's a surprise.
Weren't you planning on surprising him?
Oh, right. It's fine. It's just an extra person.
It's not a big deal.
All right, here we go. Michael, get in position.
I'm in position.
Where?
I'm already hiding. Just get ready.
How close is he?
I just don't get what you like about the prequels.
I know they're not like cinematic masterpieces. That's not what I'm saying.
What are you saying then? We're here.
I just think it's interesting to see how Yoda feels so guilty for not seeing it coming. Like, sure, the Force is cloudy argument is terrible, but...
I just don't get why we need to see what happens before when we already know what's happening after.
And they all feel partially responsible for how things turned out. I just think it's cool storytelling.
You're such a nerd. The endearing kind.
You have a really nice house. The feel of it's very lived in. Like, it's cozy.
Stop lying. We've been in the middle of moving for like eons. It feels like we're squatting here.
I don't know. It feels different from my house. It has some spunk, some fire. Hacha.
You're hilarious and also embarrassing me.
Real warm welcome your family's giving us, huh?
Yeah, on my birthday. I come all the way home for my birthday, and this is the welcoming committee.
Surprise!
Knew it.
Happy birthday to you.
Max. And this must be
Aaron.
Aaron.
I told you he was coming.
We're so glad to meet you. We're really so glad you're here. Welcome.
Max, next time just let us know a little bit more in advance. When we're gonna have visitors, we are not sure we made enough food.
Would you like a beverage of some sort?
I'm all right, thanks.
You guys really got me.
Are you a legal adult now?
Well, it is his birthday.
His first birthday away from home, in
I'm
fact.
right here.
Well, the first birthday where you've been away from home for the whole year.
1 whole year.
It's been what, 6 months?
Such a contrarian, am I right?
I'm working on it.
He is working on it, slowly but surely.
I cannot believe you are like an independent human being. I feel like you were clinging to my shirt on the playground last week.
Well, who's hungry?
We have a delicious lasagna right out of the oven. But if you would like a soda or a cocktail...
You guys are incredibly upbeat. Everything okay?
Oh, this isn't an all the time thing?
No.
Thank God.
Well, I think there are 2 reasons why we're upbeat.
3.
That's right, 3.
1, it's your birthday, of course.
And 2, Ellie told us that she met someone.
Guys, not right now.
Oh, we can be excited. Let us live.
He's not a Tim adjacent, is he?
No.
What's the third thing?
We made a decision about the move.
Hooray!
We were going to announce it at dinner, but we don't want to bore Aaron.
Wow, I'm really gonna miss this place.
I am not.
Ellie's been living with our parents for a while now.
Anyway.
Please excuse our appearance. We've been in the moving stages for quite a while now.
Oh, I didn't even notice. It looks fine to me.
But we're really so glad that you're both here to celebrate with us.
Great. Can you leave? I want to show Aaron around since I guess this will be the last time I'll be here.
All right, fine. I need to fix up the lasagna. Michael?
Welcome to our home.
That includes you.
What? Come on. I'm hip. I'm cool. Let me in on all the hot gossip of freshman year. God, I miss college.
Then tell me about this new guy you're talking to.
First of all, it's barely anything. Second of all, they're not a guy.
Oh,
Don't tell Mom
wow,
and Dad.
awesome.
Don't tell Mom and Dad.
Why? I'm sure they wouldn't mind.
I just don't want to deal with it right now.
I'm sure they wouldn't mind.
Well, is this
Okay, see you at dinner. Jeez.
Is that your dad?
Yeah, do you think we look similar?
Huh? Not really. I don't see it. Aren't you adopted?
Yeah, but people say the pictures make us look similar.
I guess your jaws are kind of similar. I don't really see it. Not that that's a bad thing.
No, I get it. Here, let me take your coat. We have this weird shortage of hangers.
I don't know where this is going, but I wanted to keep on going. All these pictures that he's showing me, and I'm meeting his family, and I know it's just Max. But let's look at the facts of the case. I mean, I can't even keep a straight face. I don't know where this is going, but let's pick up the pace.
Hey, thanks for coming to this. Seriously. Sometimes I just need a buffer. But it's also cool to show you around, and I'm sorry if my parents were kind of shocked.
You got it. I'm your guy. Can I pee somewhere?
Yeah, it's down that way. I'm not sure what I'm feeling, but it feels like I hit the ceiling. I would usually be concealing this, but I'm starting to reminisce. There's just been so much change, but it doesn't feel strange here today. With him here it all feels okay. I'm not sure what I'm feeling, but I like it this way. I wanna give this a shot, but what if Aaron objects? But I can't pretend to know what's on his mind. I'll have to see what comes next.
I think I like him a lot. I wonder if he suspects. My only hope is that the stars align. We'll have to see what comes next. Just wait and see what comes next.
All right, let's dig in.
Now, Aaron, I don't know if you've ever heard of a matzah lasagna.
It's not a matzah lasagna.
Oh, my dad makes that on Passover.
Really?
So, tell us about your classes. What's going on there?
Well, we met in 110,
It's a pretty basic coding class, but we were prepared for the first project.
and we had to make a game together. Just pretty simple.
We decided to do this Dodger type game. It's just that you avoid the things falling from the sky.
Really common, but we wanted to spice it up a bit. So we added that you had to stack things that were falling, like in Tetris, but you couldn't get hit by any of them.
Wow, that sounds great.
It got a little complicated, but that's okay.
We got a B-.
We're bouncing back.
It's totally fine.
But I want to hear about home. What's happening?
Well, everything's pretty normal.
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, how's the hunt for purpose going?
It's going. I've been applying to a lot of stuff and volunteering at this conservation agency that works with the forestry department. but-
Oh, dang.
Yeah, it's a lot, but it feels okay. I think I'm getting somewhere, just in terms of a resume I can send places.
You already have a really impressive resume.
Yeah, but it's different. You know, I want to change the image I'm putting out there. More mean, green, fighting machine. Less, I've been sitting in a cubicle since I graduated college.
Good point. How's being back at home, sleeping in your old bed?
Don't ask. It's somehow still covered in mail.
I love it. I love having you here. It makes me feel like you still need me.
I mean, it feels like we've gone back in time. Do you remember when you used to sneak Halloween candy up to your room?
I don't do that anymore.
But it feels good to remember, doesn't it? It feels good, especially since I have more time to spend with you. Just less work to do around the office.
Tell me about it.
What do you do, Mrs. Fisher?
Oh, Angela, please. I just do some consulting work here and there, but that's boring. We want to hear more about what you two are doing.
I'm sure it's not boring. And you, Mr. Fisher?
Oh, I'm a music guy, so I work with a lot of old forms of recording. So last week I transferred some guy's wedding video from tape to DVD.
Crazy how that's even possible.
It's not too hard.
I just think it's wild how quickly things change, you know? Like, tape was the main form of recording forever, and then suddenly digital came around.
It goes quickly.
And also, I mean, regardless of the form, it's so great to just have those memories recorded, you know? It's really cool to relive them.
Aaron, tell them about your project.
I don't have to. I mean, okay. It kind of relates to the memory thing. It's just like how to make sure you don't miss anything. How do I explain this? Okay, like on vacation, you obviously take a lot of pictures. And I'm trying to design some kind of software, like kind of AI. I don't know yet, but I want the camera itself to notice what the human eye might miss. And I want the camera to notice it as it's actually happening, as opposed to when you look back later. Does that make any sense? Trying to help us see what's like underneath it all, if that makes any sense.
It's really cool, and I think it could really work.
It's really just a rough draft at the minute. Oh, and Max is doing this really cool thing with his roommates where they created a phrase for Google Assistant or Alexa. It's where you can notify all your friends, family, whatever. You can tell them about any specific event all at once. It can be anything from a like birth announcement to you got a new hat or something, or like an emergency too, but
That's not totally true. It's not fully functional at all. I'm not as good as Aaron.
I'm sure it'll get there.
Yeah, it's just hard because I don't want to mess it up.
Well, it's just so great to see you growing and creating.
Really interesting, Max.
Thanks. I just freak myself out sometimes because everything is overwhelming and I'm in this completely new environment and there's this pressure everywhere and I get overwhelmed.
Things will change and you'll change too. And it gets easier each time you take on something new. You'll be surprised by how much you'll push through.
Every road and every turn
Is a lesson that you will learn, and you always can return for help because you're not alone. Even if we're all apart, we don't have to be moving on our own. We've been thinking about the move.
Maybe we shouldn't right now.
You know what we should do this year?
You're not serious.
What? I'm feeling good.
You want to do the ritual after last year?
If it's a bad idea, then I just thought,
I think it's a good idea.
But first, we have to have the cake.
Oh my gosh, I forgot to put it in the oven. I guess I decided to wait since Ellie ate all the ice cream. Let me go do that now.
you didn't.
I did. I forgot.
How could you possibly forget?
I've been eating a lot of ice cream lately.
All right, it's so hard when you don't have a job and you're mooching off your parents.
Hey!
I'm kidding.
Max, I am deeply sorry I ate all the ice cream. I will go
That's-
out and get some right now.
That's really okay. You don't have to do that.
But it's tradition. We have to have the ice cream when we do the ritual. We
It's-
have a little while.
And I'll go get the ice cream. Don't worry about
It's
it.
really fine. We can just have cake, seriously.
No, don't be ridiculous. Your friend is here. You're busy enough.
Why don't I just go out and get the ice cream? That'll give you guys a little family time, and then we'll have it together.
You're our guest. Why would you?
I really don't mind.
Well, we go to this specific cute little place. It is really good flavors.
Google Maps.
You're
What's it
not
called?
just gonna go alone. I'll go with you.
But it's your birthday.
What? I'm happy to go get ice cream.
Look, if anybody should go, it should be me because I ate it all.
You're in your pajamas. Listen, I'm done arguing about this. I want to do this for everyone.
It's very kind of you, Max.
Okay, I'm gonna go get in the car.
See you all in a bit.
Before you go, you're getting older.
It's my birthday. That's kind of the point.
Yeah, but you seem older. We all seem older. I'm watching you grow up, watching as you show us all the things you want to do, finding your own way. You know what to say to people when they don't believe that you will look before you leap. I'm so glad that we can still learn so much from each other. So happy birthday to my grown-up little brother. Most of my childhood, the four of us couldn't be in the same room without fighting. I can't remember a time that I've been in this house and it's felt more inviting. When we were kids, we would always be looking for new ways to bug one another. And even a year ago, sometimes it felt like I couldn't be close with my brother. But I'm watching you grow up, watching how you trust yourself and follow your own plan, burying the fear, learning how to hear the voice that tells me I can take a stand, that I control my choice. I know you never like it when we dote and fawn and smother, so I'll just say happy birthday to my grown-up little brother.
Ellie, I'm telling you, there's enough doubt in this world without you adding to it. There's only one way to know what you're able to do, and that's trying to do it. I wish you'd let yourself shoot for the stars and spend less of your time compromising. Trust in yourself the way I trust in you, and you might find the outcome surprising. Now we're growing up. Now we know it's less about the through.
And I'll be giving it my all. You always know just what to say.
The same is true the other way.
We'll be there for each other. So happy birthday to my grown-up little brother.
Save some for the ritual. I love you too, a lot.
Max, come on. Really good to meet you guys. Be right back with ice cream.
All right, we have a couple of people to thank, a lot of people to thank actually, so we'll have some other people come up on stage briefly, and we'll have some messages to pass out to several people. So I think Stephen, you gonna?
Yes. Hello, folks. I don't have a mic right now, but this show could not happen without stage manager. And since the stage manager is here right now, the one and only Riley Valachinas is our hero. He literally does everything, has all the blocking, always for us, and now I have a mic that's not on, or maybe, I don't know. But honestly, Riley has really poured her heart into this play and into being here for us and into letting me into Go Well more times than I can imagine. So thank you so much, Riley.
I'm happy to speak. After Will Pearson. Okay. Thank you. Idea?
Our next person, I have a microphone. Our next person actually isn't here, which is crazy. They've been doing this whole stage managing thing over Zoom, which is amazing because they've really put in a lot of work, more work than you can imagine. Technology problems, helping us run through lines. I love her. I would like to thank Sarah Nichols, who isn't here, but I'll be holding on to this for her. But this show could not be what it is without her. Good to see you, Sarah, if you're watching on Zoom.
Our next person, I don't know if you know this, but he actually did all the lights for this show. This is Eli Brotman. He did it for his senior project. I've always thought that lights are really what brings the show together, makes it come alive, and I'm just so happy and grateful for Eli because he made this amazing show even more amazing. So yeah, thank you, Eli.
And working with Eli and just working again on the lights, which is the only reason we look this good, to be honest. So yeah, thank you, Mr. Reed. Thank you.
Well, there is one other reason we look this good. If you look at the cast and look at their just absolutely stylish outfits, the reason that we actually have costume masks that we don't lose them. Someone who's able to find me a watch within 5 minutes because I thought it would be a cool character choice. None of this can run without Ms. Forger and her ability to just keep everything together.
Yes.
Who designed this beautiful set with the rotating stage. I mean, look at it, look at it. So we owe him a big thanks. Where is he?
We'd also like to thank Mr. Parnes, who came all this way, and we want to thank you for trusting us with your words and helping us bring these characters to life.
Hi. So these are for our incredible Mr. Walker, who wrote this music and sat with us through so many Zoom rehearsals and so many little weird things that we all needed to figure out as a cast, and you brought this show to life, and we couldn't be more grateful to have you here. So, love you!
I'm sure on behalf of both of our casts, we would like to extend a huge thank you to our fabulous director, chair of the theater department, Miss Joseph, who. So a daunting statistic is that we only had like 22 total rehearsals, most of them being an hour and a half, and a lot of them being over Zoom. So the fact that she was able to help us put together 2 casts of people onto this stage in such a short time is truly amazing, and thank you so, so much. So these are for you. Thank you. All right, and go for it, Felix. Okay. I think that's everyone. So thank you so much for coming. And okay, I think that's all.